everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to show y'all Kokoro TTS. It is actually pretty impressive. So take a listen to this.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had.
And this was created in about, let's say, 5 seconds. Just on here, this isn't even running on my GPU. This is a test. So if you want, I'll link this down below. You guys can test it out, try different voices. So Sky, this one sounds oddly familiar to something.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind.
Just oddly similar, but hey, there you go. So test it out, see if you actually want to try this, but it is very good. You can even do some of the punctuation, erase the stress. It's pretty intuitive. So definitely worthwhile. So I recommend you all give it a try. So how do we install it, right? Let's move to that part. You're going to want to go and start off by getting Docker. So we're going to download it here, and then you're going to follow the steps. So I have Windows, so I'm going to go with the AMD 64 option. Gonna bring that into documents and download, but I already have it. So from there, you're just gonna go to that install, right? Double click it. Now I already have it installed. For you, you're just gonna follow through. And if you don't know what you're doing, just stick with the defaults. It's gonna be pretty simplistic. Now you will have to do a restart after, and after the restart, you're gonna open up Docker, press OK. And when you open it up, you're gonna have to log in. Now, I haven't had to log in since. Honestly, there's no real issue for it. So log in, toss in a Gmail you don't really care about. And then after that, we'll move into the install part. The creator, honestly, for Kokoro FastAPI did a great job of making this extremely simple. Thank you, Remsky. You're doing the Lord's work here, all right? So you're going to scroll down after clicking the link that I linked down below and go to the Quick Start Docker Run. And you're going to come here. So you got two different options. You got one for the CPU and one for the GPU. Now I tried both of them. I'll be honest, the CPU isn't much of a difference, but if you have an NVIDIA GPU, definitely recommend going with an NVIDIA GPU. All you're going to do is copy this and then open up the terminal and paste it. So you got your Docker run. It's going to pull that. It's going to pull the GPU, set it up on ports 8880, and from there, it's going to pull the latest hub repository for it. But that's it. You're going to run that command and it's going to do a bunch of installs for you. So after that, you're going to go back to Docker. You may have to restart it. But once you do that, it'll be on here. And for you, you're going to go to your images and then you're going to run the image. And when you do, it's going to have these different settings. So if you want to change the name, if you want to change the host path or container path, where it's going to save to, change that here. It doesn't really matter. You can honestly leave it default. And then after you run it, it's going to be over here in containers. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to click run, right? And I'll show you what happens next. So we boot it up, we let it install everything it needed to. So what we're going to do is click here to go to the local host and port that we set up earlier. And it's not working. I'm just kidding. So you got two different options. You got the documents page, which again is all listed here. So if you want to, you can check the API documents if you're a developer and you want to go into more depth. But what we're going to be going for is the web interface. So whenever it loads up on the Docker, you can actually go here and play around with it, do whatever you want. So you can just add different voices, you can change the weights to them, and you can have them say whatever. So I am going to have them say what I had here. And this is running on my GPU, and what's insane to me is just how fast it is, right?
In my younger and more
already
vulnerable
done.
years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. Whenever you feel like criticizing anyone, he told me, just remember that all the people in this world haven't had the advantages that you've had.
So let's say I want to add a weight to river. Let's see what that sounds like.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some advice that I've been turning over in my mind ever since. In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father gave me some
So there you go. You can play around with that. You can try different voices, see exactly which one you like. And again, what's crazy to me is the speed.
In my younger and more vulnerable...
It's already done. That is insane. But really the main point here is the API. That's really where the juice is. Real quick, I forgot to mention too, if you ever want to check what your GPU is doing, if you have an NVIDIA card, I'd recommend NVI Top. So if you ever want to install it, let me show you how. I assume most of y'all probably already have pip if you're interested in this. If not, install pip first. If I can show you all that in a different video. Just pip install NVI top, and you're gonna run that, and then it'll install this. So if you ever want to run it in the future, all you do is go into a terminal, NVI top, and there you go. It shows you everything about your card, the memory usage, and just watch this, right? Watch the memory usage. It barely even bumps.
In my younger and more vulnerable years, my father...
The VRAM is barely being touched. That's how good of a model this is. All right, back to the video. I'm honestly going to hook this up to my little AI bot and just use this from now on, because the other speech with GPT Solvits is giving me a few problems. So here we go. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave some comments down below if you want to see something else. And I will talk to y'all next time. All right, bye.